All right, let's go. What going on?
What's good?
What going on?
How you doing?
You know what? I'm here.
It's hot as fuck today.
Another day around the sun. Or no, no, it's not around the sun. Around the earth. Another round. Another rotation. There we go. Another rotation around the earth. Right?
I guess.
Yeah, a rotation is a day. Around the sun is a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Motherfucker!
Did y'all know that off the rip, or did y'all have to think about that? Because
I
had to think about it too. Like, hello?
All right, brother. Welcome
in. Not welcome in, like we're in a restaurant. Hello?
to another one.
To
Another
Wednesday.
Another beautiful Wednesday. You're probably going to be seeing these uploaded by Sunday, but it's Wednesday for us.
Well, a $5 wine.
Oh,
It's technically grape juice.
it's grape juice that is being aged to the point that it's not good enough to become juice.
Oh my gosh, it's expired?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is fermentation expired?
I guess a little bit. Just like mom's things, yogurt.
Hold up.
I think.
We need to go to a winery immediately.
For real.
That'd be cool. Somebody's phone.
Probably that one. Yeah, it's mine.
Okay. Well, hello.
How you doing?
That's how I'm doing. You have to think about it for a second. Like, how am I doing today? And then you think about it, you're like, I don't want to think about it. You know, like, you just keep going with the day.
That's crazy.
Keep going with the day. Just keep it pushing. Whatever's in front of me is how it's going.
Okay.
There you go.
I can see that.
Don't think about it. Just whatever's in front of you. The camera's in front of me. With my sibling. Drinking a little shot. You good?
We're good.
How you doing?
I'm good though. I'm chilling. It's a Wednesday. It's hot. I'm sweaty.
It's super hot today.
It's first day of the year that I'm wearing shorts, so it's getting there. Hot, humid Georgia weather.
It's happening. It's happening. I read a tweet that said, are they still considered tweets?
Yeah,
Exes?
Tweet. We're gonna call them tweets.
Yeah. No, because X's don't sound right.
Yeah. I was reading my ex, like, bitch, what?
I was reading my ex. But, cut that out.
I'm cutting shit.
Cut that shit out. I meant, like, okay, yeah, I read a tweet saying, it was the most Atlanta thing ever. The pollen done came and seasoned us like some chickens. Tell me that's not Atlanta. Oh my goodness, that is straight Atlanta lingo.
That's
right
very East Atlanta.
East Atlanta.
You know what I'm talking about?
You took me back to East Atlanta. Camila Cabello knew what she was talking about. She said, I want to go to the hood.
She really knew. She got embraced by the streets. Is she from the streets?
She's from Florida. I think she's from Florida. I want to say she's Florida. Like, I know her parents are Hispanic. Like, I think she's Cuban.
I mean, she definitely fucking is.
She's definitely, like, I think her dad is Cuban or something like that. But she is definitely from the United States.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's from Florida.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, she didn't grow up in East Atlanta.
No. She when she got on the Fear Factor, or not Fear Factor.
She got
X Factor.
She got in one of those shows. She was
yeah, that's how they came about. Like One Direction.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking Fear Factor or something similar to like a competition show.
That's how it was. It was like American Idol.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's more for music, and Fear Factor is like challenges, like American Ninja Warrior.
Fear Factor is for people that have
no fear.
Literally, like, well, that's the whole point, right? It's to play on the fears or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they will ask you, like, what are your phobias? And so people are like, oh, snakes, bugs, spiders. All right, that's literally going to be your fucking challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they were really, really, that would be the gag. I need to know where she's from. She was born... Oh, she was born in Cuba. That's pretty cool.
So she from the island. She
said she was born from Cuba. Oh, so she's an immigrant. Okay, work. Cuban born. She is a Cuban born Mexican American singer.
Cuban-born Mexican-American. So she was born in Cuba.
She was born in Cuba.
But her parents are Mexican and then
Is her dad Cuban?
naturalized in the U.S.? The fuck?
She's American, Cuban, and Mexican. So one of them
was Mexican.
I think her Alejandro Caballo and Sinue Estrabao. That does not sound very Hispanic. Yeah. Oh, that's the mom.
Oh, damn.
That's the mom.
That has to be Cuban. There's no way that's a Mexican name.
Yeah, that's...
That is very Cuban.
Maybe she is a Cuban. Okay, well, anyways.
The Cuban, yeah, cutie. Yep.
Anyways, I don't know why we talk about her.
Oh, because we're talking about East Atlanta. Never mind that.
Yeah. A
lot has been going on this week.
Tell me.
Tell me more. Na. That's all I know. My homeboy, the Pope, has expired.
Not the Pope being your homeboy. First of all, what's a Pope for?
He is the face of the Catholic Church.
Isn't he like the one that said like a pedo?
The church has been accused many times of that.
And the popes, like all of the popes, have been accused of being bad people.
I don't think. I mean,
I remember Pope Francis was like, he's definitely one.
Really?
That's what I used to hear all the time. Isn't that the one before this one?
Yeah. I think that is people under him, like the ones that are like middle range. Because the Pope is like the big dick energy.
The Pope is just the face.
I mean, he's the face, but he's kind of like the president. He has the power to move.
But Congress really has the power because you still have to vote.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the government. We're talking about the Pope.
Right. But I'm saying that like the equivalent of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Catholicism works.
Me neither. But he died.
And it's a cult.
To a certain degree.
It's definitely a cult.
I don't know.
It's a cult.
I mean, what's the difference between a religion and a cult?
Neither.
Bruh.
Or I meant nothing. I don't think there's really a difference. I think if you are worshiping something or someone,
that's immediately a cult.
I think so.
Isn't a cult something that just you obsess over it?
No, it's something. It's like some sort of life philosophy that you follow. I think that's what a cult is.
So Stoic people can be a cult?
Who?
Stoic people.
What is that?
Like people that if the day is going bad, they just keep pushing. They have like a very strong will mentality.
How is that a cult?
I don't know, by your definition. Because you say everything that follows an ideology is a cult. So Stoicism is a way of life.
It can be. I think it's more if you follow someone else's ideas. Because if you're saying that, like you could say that you're in a cult because you live your life the way that you live it, but you're not worshiping anybody. You're not going to mass at 5 a.m. for 12 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's not serious.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like is it really your beliefs? Do you really believe everything that you believe?
I feel like so.
I feel like we're a mix of everybody else's beliefs.
Here it is. Here is the actual definition. There's two. A cult is a group characterized by excessive devotion to a leader, ideology, or belief system, often with unusual or extreme beliefs and practices. Then the other one is a cult is a group with a particular and often dangerously fanatical ideology that has certain characteristics. The term cult comes from the Latin cultus, meaning worship. I'll never forget that. But
we have our own cult experience.
We have our own cult experience, and that's why I think it's an ideology or a person that you follow. I think in our case, it wasn't necessarily a person, but it was an ideology.
It really was.
Yeah, because I didn't think the pastor that we had was like above all. Like I don't think that was the vibe.
Yeah.
But I do think the vibe was follow whatever ideology that was, and I think that's what's happening. That like with the Pope, like the Pope is the image.
Yeah.
Even though the Bible literally says don't worship any images, that is literally one of the 10 Commandments. Like I'm confused.
I'm not a scholar enough to know about religion in that regard, but I think that if something changes your life for the better and it doesn't affect your quality of living, it's a good thing.
So do you think that church is good for you?
To a certain degree, yeah.
So do you see yourself at some point in your life going to church every Sunday? You said it was...
Bitch, you just arguing about the same shit again? Bro, I was trying to be discreet and you're acting stupid. Why are you like going stupid in the middle of the camera? Bro.
Do y'all get on your siblings' nerves like this? Because I sure do.
Son. The fuck?
Okay.
What was the question?
I don't know. I said, do you see yourself going to church every Sunday at some point in your life?
Not in my life, not the way I was raised, not with my current beliefs, but I can see some people going every Sunday and being happy about it.
Is it happiness because that's what you think? Like, do you think your religion happiness is true happiness?
I think that the community that religion creates around makes you happy in a certain way. Because you feel you as humans have the need of belonging somewhere. Right.
So, that I do agree with.
So the fact that you have your community, like church people, and you go every Sunday, you meet friends, partner, possibly a husband or a wife at some point. I feel like that embodies happiness.
But then, by what you're saying, then the happiness is coming from the community, not the religion itself.
But the religion is part of the community. Without the religion, it wouldn't be that community.
I see what you're saying.
So it's like the EDM community. Without the EDM music, there would be no EDM community.
Right. But I feel like, for example, and I know this is not a way to compare music to religion, but like I could listen to EDM by myself and I'd be like, hey, and I'd be happy by myself. Would those people be worshiping or doing Bible studies or singing? Because sometimes the songs are lit. Would they be doing that on their own? So I know some people do. I know some people do. So I guess that answers my question. Like, it is true happiness.
I mean, it's not going to be everybody's happiness because everybody's happiness or definition of happiness varies. Right. But for some people, it is. Yeah. I mean, if religion is something that makes you happy, I'll say go for it. It's not for everybody, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But for the people that actually enjoy it, I'm pretty sure that will be a very peaceful mindset.
Do you think that relationships can work if you're different religions?
In certain occasions, yeah.
I think so too. I think it's a very tricky thing though. I think if you have a partner that is like, it's God or you, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's God. Like it is what it is at that point. But I do think that there's, I don't know. I have I have friendships, strong friendships with friends that I'm like, that are like super religious and whatever. And like they invited me and I respectfully decline.
Yeah.
And then disrespectfully push. So
they push.
Well, yeah, I don't fuck with that. Like if I say no, it's a no. Like it's like asking somebody like, do you wanna what? I was gonna say something like not off the wall, but like I guess do you wanna like hook up or something like bro, I'm good. Like you wouldn't pressure somebody. You shouldn't. But you wouldn't pressure somebody to do that. So I think it's like the same vibe when it comes to like, hey, do you want to come to a church service? No, stop pushing it. You know?
To a certain degree, I believe I agree with what you said, but on the other hand, I think that they're asking you to join them out of love because that's something that really helps them and something that made them feel better and then made their lives better. So they want to see you doing good. Even though sometimes that might be annoying.
The intention is good, but I think that it's inappropriate unless you have like that relationship that is like, you know, you can do whatever and say whatever and it'd be okay and that's cool. But I think it's just like, hey, like I want to invite you to church, whatever, and you say no respectfully, and they're like, well, I would think that it would help you out, whatever, and you say no still, and they're still pushing it. I find that disrespectful.
Yeah, but I mean that happens with everything. Because have you ever been in a situation or known of a friend that maybe had a girlfriend and there's this guy that is in love with your friend and he's asking her out every weekend even though she keeps saying no, and it becomes uncomfortable at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean he's doing it out of good intentions because he's legit in love with her. But he doesn't see the other side. You know?
I get it. It's just, I think for me it would just have to be like, hey, I said no, I need you to respect that. And that's that. Because I don't know. I'm just speaking from my one experience that I can think of where it became a like, hey, I said no. Now you're starting to cross the line. You don't know my reasons. I don't need to go. I don't need to go deep into my reasons, but I need to respect my fucking answer.
Yeah.
Like I said, no. Like, don't make me dislike you because of your religion. Like, no. Like, I always want to respect people, and to each their own. What works for you doesn't work for everybody, obviously. But I don't know. I just think like sometimes it's just like religious people are just so pushy, and it gets to a point where it's disrespectful.
It gets pushy, but I can see from their perspective, because some people, church is what saved them, so they were going through absolute hell, and then on a last desperate attempt to get a life together, they say, fuck it, let's go to church, let's see what happens.
Right.
And it completely changed their mind and saved their lives, like literally.
Right, but for some people, it's literally the opposite.
Yeah, for some reason, but that people that their life got better, they might see them somebody else, or they see themselves in somebody else, and they're like, hey, like I was doing this, and I don't want to go down the same path that I was going. Or the point that I was like about thinking like end myself. So I'm trying to save you, but they don't see the other side.
Right,
as well.
right.
So I don't think it's always a bad thing. I just think that these people are very grateful for this one thing that happened to them. And that's why they're pushing so hard, because they don't want to see anybody else go through that.
I think it's like a case-by-case basis, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, as great as this church can be, I think everybody at this point knows how evil the church can be.
Yes, that too.
So it's like, it really is a double-edged sword here. And just don't push people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a no, it's a no. And there may be like a real reason behind that. So it's just like, like R.I.P. Pope, you know what I'm saying? But like, what did he really do? Like, what did he do for the world? What did he do for the church? Like, why am I celebrating his life?
I'm not 100% sure because I'm not involved in that community, I guess. But from what I heard, he was one of the most liberal popes. If not the most liberal pope that has ever been elected, I guess, in a way. Yeah.
How do you become a pope? Do you vote?
Yeah, there's a vote, and there's like a certain amount of candidates, and then the higher ups in the Catholic Church.
Like a Congress.
Similar to it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But they cannot do campaign for it. So you have to do good deeds for people to want to elect you. And then they elect you.
It sounds very fishy.
I mean, of course it's fishy like everything else, especially when it comes to religion, because religion and politics and power are hand to hand. So...
Is Italy a Catholic country?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
Okay. I would imagine so, because they have a Vatican.
I mean, that's a different country. That's a country within the country. The Vatican is their own country.
But it's in Italy.
It's in Italy. But it's a different
It's like DC. It's like DC, like it's its own territory.
Yeah, but I think DC is still part of the US. And the Vatican is a whole independent country from Italy.
Like they have their own government and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, like it might be part of Italy, but the Italian government cannot tell the Vatican what to do or how to govern themselves.
Like Puerto Rico.
Yeah. And the US can kind of tell Puerto Rico to go fuck themselves every now and then.
Oh, okay. Just a little something.
Yeah, for real.
Well, R.I.P. Pope.
But yeah, I mean,
to you.
He was the first non-European Pope to have ever been elected.
What's he from?
Argentina.
Hey, what he doing there?
For real?
What he doing? I know he's
chilling.
He's a long way from home.
Now he is. And there was a couple fun memes that I saw. He was like, he died a day after Easter, and yes, he wouldn't take attention from God and stuff like that.
I'm deceased. Like, he's deceased. But
I was like, bro, who thinks of this shit so fast?
Hey, he went out with a bang. He said, I'm a do one last shit for Jesus, and I'm out. Yeah. He clocked out. He said, that was my time, Jesus. I'm on my way to see you.
For real. But how crazy it is that that's your last job. Once you get elected, you cannot walk away until you die.
What if you resign? Can you resign?
Yeah, that's what happened with the previous pope. He resigned, and then this dude came in. But that's the first time that it has happened in 600 years. How crazy.
Well, okay, if the Vatican is supposed to be this grand old religion thing, or not the Vatican, but the Pope. Well, hold up. Is the Pope part of the Vatican?
Yeah. He's the head of the state.
He's the head of the Vatican.
Yeah.
Okay. So if the Vatican is supposed to be like this grand institution of religion, why is everything so hidden?
Because normal mortals cannot handle the truth. I mean, there's rumors that say that in the Vatican vault, there's proof that Jesus never existed.
Yeah.
So they're hiding it so they don't interfere with a business model, I guess.
There's also rumors that the original scripture is there.
Yeah.
And that it has nothing to do with what we're seeing today. So I'm like, well...
I mean, the Vatican vault is one of the most secluded spaces in the world. Like, not everybody can access it.
It's in the Vatican, though.
Yeah. It's
kind of like the... that vault at the edge of the world that is like a bunch of seats.
Oh yeah, in Alaska.
Yeah. And like nobody can access it.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think it's in Alaska. I want to say Alaska.
It's in a place where it's cold as fuck.
Yeah. But it's that type of vibe.
Yeah. I mean, they're hiding the secrets of the world and of the church itself, which is really. But now they're gonna elect a different pope in these upcoming days, which should be interesting because they say that for the first time there are more candidates for different continents. So they're going to be Hispanic candidates, Black candidates, Asian candidates, and of course European.
Imagine an Asian pope.
Or a Black pope. I mean, they say that the favorite right now is a Black pope from, I think, like South Africa or something like that. Like, that dude is Black.
Are Asians Catholic?
Some.
They're allowed to be, right? Like, you're allowed to be whatever you want, right?
Yeah,
okay. It's like...
Some are.
Because, okay, like, for example, like, I think my... I guess you could say, quote unquote, favorite religion is Buddhism, because it's truly about peace. It's more about inner peace and more connection with the earth itself than like an ideology of right and wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I really like that. I follow this nun on TikTok, and he does meditation, like live meditation. And I'm like, yes, yes.
I mean, shoosh. I think that every religion has their good and bad things. Yeah. It's just humans that misinterpret what has been told to you.
Would you say that religion could be considered art?
In what regard?
Interpretation. Art. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Art is interpreted differently. Would religion be art?
For real.
That's a good question, actually, because the Bible can say don't sin. But what's a sin to you and what's a sin to me?
I think there's a definition of what a sin is.
Well, I'm just putting that out like an example, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like no, like one of the 10 commandments are literally like no adultery. That's pretty fucking self-explanatory, right? But if you're like, like it's subject to change.
I don't think that could be considered art. Just because it cannot be displayed as beauty. It can be understood, but it cannot be displayed as beauty.
I wouldn't say that all art is beautiful.
All art are intrinsic.
Huh?
All art is intrinsic.
Intrinsic? What does that word mean?
Like it depends on your perspective. You can see a different version of it. I mean, I see where you're coming from.
See what I'm saying? Like, it could low-key be art. Because it's just really what does it for me is like the Bible. Like you can interpret it so many ways until you can't. Like for example, like it says no adultery. That's no fucking adultery. Like that's plain. It's as plain as it gets, right?
Yeah.
But then with all the stories that come within the Bible, we see sin after sin. So it's like art, story, cuentos,
Yeah. I mean, because there has been movies being made about religion, The Passion of Christ.
Passion of the Christ is like the best one. Not the best one, but like the biggest one that I can think of.
Yeah. The Da Vinci Code, it was pretty much based on religion as well. With Tom Hanks.
Isn't V for Vendetta also?
No, that's it has like...
That's more like Revolution type.
Yeah, that's Revolution.
Yeah.
That's a whole different great movie, by the way.
Natalie Portman has great films. She has films.
She has films.
She doesn't have movies. She has films.
Yep.
But yeah, anyway. Because we will keep going that way.
She's an actress.
She's an actor.
What's an actor?
You know, this is like a higher above actor. Like movie and film. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I guess I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It was a joke, but it didn't land. It didn't land, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't consider religion a form of art, just because it could be. It's follow. It makes a. It's an fuck me. It's just like people follow it as a lifestyle, and I don't think art is supposed to be followed that way. You know, religion is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because what form of art could be a lifestyle?
Musicians,
To a certain degree.
rock stars.
Nah, they just
Queen,
go.
Eddie Mercury. He lived. I don't know if he was religion or anything.
He was.
He was not, right?
I don't think he was. The dude was gay as hell.
Gay people can have a religion.
It's just that if the religion doesn't accept you, why would you be part of it? Because I mean, because like the church doesn't accept gay people.
Does it say that?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Does it say like no homosexuality?
I'm pretty sure it does. I wouldn't be able to quote it exactly, but I will be like 98% sure.
But then, okay, but like, here's the thing. That's what we're talking about. It's up for interpretation. Like, let's say that the Bible does say like no homosexuality. The Bible also says love your children for who they are. So yes or no? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why
it's just a lot of gray area when it comes to religion.
Exactly. And I don't think that. I just think that that's like the fickle part about religion as a whole. Like, I'm not talking about Christianity or Catholicism or whatever. Like, whatever you want to call it, right? I think that because there's such a great area, it's like, is it really like a reasonable thing to even follow? You can have guidelines, right? Like, don't steal, whatever. Like, for example, if we're talking about like stealing and like not lying, those are core morals.
Yes.
Like basic human morals. But if you're following a religion that says no homosexuality, but if you do have a kid that is homosexual or whatever, you're supposed to love them who they are. So it's like this gray area. It's
well, but some people following that idea, that's when they don't acknowledge your kids. You know, right. It's like, oh, my kid is gay, so now you're not my kid, you're dead to me, and then
okay, but then you're sinning. You're literally sinning by.
But which one is a bigger sin? To have a gay kid or to walk away from that gay kid?
Ooh, that was deep. Yeah. That's a moral gray area. That's when your conviction comes into play.
Yeah, it depends where you draw the line, and like I said, it's just a drawing in the sand.
Yeah.
True.
Well, shout out to the Pope.
May he rest in peace.
May he reach Jesus for all he did.
How crazy. A fella die.
Say it.
No, I was going to. What's up?
You're gonna what?
I was gonna say something else.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, like, it's just like it like yeah, R.I.P. or whatever, but like, do we really know anything about him? Does anybody? Like, I want to know somebody in our age that's like, let me tell you what the Pope did. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me give you the bullet point list of every good or bad thing he did. Like, okay, but let me know. But like a regular schmegular person, like,
doesn't know what
y'all do.
Yeah.
Like, what did you do? How did you contribute to the world?
I mean, I think he definitely contributed to the world more than the average person.
I think so too, because for you to be in that position of being the Pope, like, you have to do something.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't think of like a Nobel Prize winner and be like, what the fuck did you do? Obviously something. You know what I'm saying? Like, something worth that achievement.
Yes.
So.
Shush.
On other news, I want to talk about the space thing.
Who?
What you mean who? Amanda, Katie, and all the other hosts that went in there.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the space thing.
Oh. Okay,
all right, let's talk about this space adventure. So it was Katy Perry.
Yes.
Singer, pop star.
Icon.
It was Jeff Bezos' girlfriend. What's her name?
No, ex-wife. That was the ex-wife.
That was the ex-wife?
That is the main one.
No.
Yeah.
Why did she get to go?
Because she has the money for it, the fuck?
But, no, that's the girl that went into the White House. That's
the one with the tits?
Yeah, that's her.
I thought it was the actual wife. Because that one is a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the girlfriend.
Okay.
The wife has no surgery.
Wait,
the ex-wife.
The ex-wife.
The ex-wife looks like a human.
Okay.
The girl that was at this space mission, she was definitely the same girl that was there at the White House.
Oh. Okay.
That was definitely. I recognize that Botox anywhere.
That's how bad they were.
I mean, they just have such a distinctive Botox look. It was her. It was another girl from Good Morning America, I want to say. She's from a talk show. She's either from Good Morning America or The Talk or something like that. It was her. It was an actual fucking astronaut. The one
motherfucker.
The one that's supposed to be up there. And then somebody else, right?
Yeah, I guess.
How many people were in there?
Like probably 5, 6.
It was 5 or 6. It was Katie, Jeff Bezos' girlfriend, the black girl,
the Asian
Amanda. Girl. There's gotta be one more. And there was somebody else. Like
I saw an Asian girl in there.
The Asian girl's the astronaut.
Oh, okay.
It's Amanda Nunez. Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But yeah, there's so much controversy going on. First of all, do you think that they really went up in there? Do you think that they left the atmosphere and they were in space for 10 minutes?
I think they were.
So you think they went out there?
I think they did, just because they have the technology and the money to do it nowadays. But there's a difference between going out of the atmosphere and not. And I think they were still within the atmosphere. They're just high enough to see the world.
There's this, you know how I feel like we're never gonna lose this debate of how we actually been to space or not.
Yeah.
You think we've been to space?
I don't know. I have my doubts. Nowadays, I have my doubts.
Okay, so how could you say that, but then say that Katy Perry went to space?
No, I'm saying, like you're talking about being to space, meaning stepping foot on the moon, for example?
Do you think we've been to the moon?
No.
You don't think we've been to the moon? You think that's uninhabited territory?
To a certain degree, yeah. But I think that we have been to space. You know, like what this bitch did. Okay. What the other astronauts I got lost for like 6 months.
The stuck ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been out of the Earth.
Okay, so you think that what we have seen in social media is what we've actually, like actual astronauts, actual science, like this is for real?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so if you can, answer me this. How can we send like actual, like a space mission and get astronauts stuck for 6 months, but then Katy Perry and all them rich hoes can go up and down no problem?
As far as I know, and actually Elon talked about this, because he was the one that rescued those astronauts that got stuck for 6 months or 8 months, whatever the time was, up in space. Mm-hmm. He wanted to go get them much sooner than he went. Mm-hmm. But because he was an open supporter of Trump, the Biden administration didn't let him rescue them because it will make Trump look good. And didn't want that, especially because like elections were coming up.
That's horrible.
It's terrible.
That's horrible for the astronauts. They got nothing to do with that. Yeah. They just wanted to come home.
So the fact that Trump won nowadays, and then he gave the green light to Musk to go rescue them, like it looked good for his administration. But because Elon supports Trump, and that happened in the Biden administration, it was election time. They were like, "No, fuck them."
Is this speculation or is this like
Elon say that?
Elon said that, like, those words came out of his
Elon
mouth.
told Rogan, and Rogan, like, I think like, he's pretty good buddies with
See, it's very much he say, she said.
Yeah.
It's very much hearsay, like, objection. Like, at this point. You know? Like, yeah. It's just, this whole controversy about celebrities going to space, like, at first I didn't care, because I was like, yeah, whatever, they're celebrities, like, I'm not really that surprised. But then, like, everybody started going, like, oh, they're paying million. They paid like what, 10 million?
Maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure they will pay something crazy.
However,
let's say $1 million a person.
Let's say $1 million. Whatever. Let's say you're gonna tell me that I can't afford a house, but I can afford a space trip. Hold up, that might be the move. No, here's the only reason why I say that is because ever since I was a little kid, I was like, it would be so cool to go to space. Like I've always had like a I wouldn't say like I'm a space junkie, but I think it's interesting. I think it's fascinating. I think it's cool.
Very.
It would be super cool to go to space. Like I think like, and if this is like the first commercial flight, I think this is like a test of like, all right, we're gonna start selling tickets to go to space. Like it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be that type of attraction, right? Obviously very expensive, but what this also makes me think of, this is test for, I'm telling you, we are gonna be WALL-E one day. We are in the transition of going into the WALL-E movie. Like, I think this is all a test. I think it's just weird how they chose those people too.
Why?
Because like, what the fuck does Katy Perry have to do with space? Like, obviously Amanda, I get it. She's an actual fucking astronaut. Like, she studied for this. Like, why is Katy Perry going to space? I can't even understand Jeff Bezos' girlfriend. Because, like, I get it, like, shit, my shorty want to go to space, you know? Like, I get it. I'm like, okay, like, damn, like, yeah, my shorty want to go to space. And my bestie's Elon. What's up? Like, I even get that. But, like, what does Katy Perry and the host, I don't know her name. I don't know where she's from. I just know that she's a host for, like, Good Morning America. I don't know.
Shows that nobody watches anymore.
Honestly, a lot of people watch those still.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why America is the way it is.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? Maybe I could even get the host, because as a journalist, you know, good to see you. But
Bruh,
Katy Perry?
Don't call her a journalist.
Katy Perry? I would even accept Lady Gaga more. I think, and I know that's like super selfish and biased, but I think I would have accepted her more. Like the only thing that I think of when I think of Katy Perry and going to space, I think of her music video, E.T. Like I'm like, she wanted to go there because she just wanted to go. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but like make it make sense too.
I mean, but what's to make sense? Bitch is rich. If she can afford it, she can go. And as far as I know, she's friends with Elon's bitch or with Bezos' bitch. You know, so that's why she went, because they're besties.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Hey, girls trip. Let's go to space, huh?"
Girls trip to space is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
She said road trip. Like, good evening.
Shuttle trip.
Like, that is so rich. That is the rich that I... Excuse me?
Yeah.
And why Americans? Like, where are the crazy rich Asians? Where are the multi-millionaire Russians?
They don't have boyfriends that have space companies. Elon has. Jeff Bezos has.
I'm sure.
Everything else is government.
I'm sure that, like, some Russian has a girlfriend and they're trying to do the same. Like, what happens to the Cold War? Okay? Like, why are we not competing anymore? Like, why are we letting the United States win on everything? Like, please. I need somebody to compete with. I need Russia or North Korea to send... If they send 5 hosts up in space, I need somebody to send 15 hosts. And I need somebody to let me know why they chose them hosts. Like, I need to know. Like, it just seems like such a non-space, like, actual science.
Yeah.
Like, astro... It's
a stunt.
Why? Why are we doing stunts to space? Like, bro, go hire a stunt actor and do those here. Like, it just seems so dystopian. Like, bitches spending $1 million or $10 million, whatever the rumor is, but yet motherfuckers here are struggling for food. Like, let's be real. Like, it's such. I get that the wealth divide, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. It just seems so like, oh, this is the first test to get people up in space.
I mean, it could be though. I mean, now we're opening the door for
those conversations.
Space travel, tourism. Yeah.
Space is not meant to be touristed.
How do you know?
I don't know if touristed is a word. Because humans are horrible. Humans cannot take care of nothing. Like,
but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's happening right now. This is the first test. Rich motherfuckers are going to space, and it's like flying. Back then in like the 50s, 60s, only the rich people could afford a ticket to travel on an airplane.
And it will be luxury, too.
And it will be a luxury. Nowadays, every motherfucker with a $50 in a backpack can travel and get on a plane. Same thing is going to happen with airspace, with space.
That's crazy.
It's going to happen.
It's just craziness. Like, it's just one of those things that you're like, all right, like, it's happening. Like, it is happening.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, again, why Katy Perry?
I just think that the bitch is friends with the bitch, and it was like girls trip. Like let's go. Like my boyfriend wants some people, some high profile people to kind of promote this shit, but then Katy Perry being a fucking ridiculous bitch, overreacted, and then shit got fire.
But it's just like also like the way that they're acting about it. They're like I feel so connected to love.
That's what I'm saying. Like bitch was ridiculous. Like the fact that they only went in space for 10 months or 10 minutes, and then when she touched down, she was like kissing the ground and being like, "Thank God," like bruh.
Kissing the ground, I don't mind because I would probably also kiss the ground because you don't know if you're gonna come back. That I'm not mad at her about.
I will not.
I don't think.
Do you kiss the ground the first time you travel on an airplane?
No, but hey, but that's different.
How is that different?
Because you're talking about going to space. You don't know if you're gonna come back down.
You don't know if you're gonna come back from
I know.
For an airplane.
Right, but you've never been on a spacecraft. You've never been on a space.
No.
I would probably kiss the ground too. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I would like that. I'm not mad about.
I will make memes of you too.
But I'm more mad about like I feel so connected to love and just women empowerment. Like I didn't feel empowered. like I was like okay, like whatever. Bitches have money. That's fine. Have your money. It's just I didn't get mad right away. But when I saw the internet's reaction, I was like, oh, this is bigger than I thought.
What do you mean?
Like the internet was not having it
because the bitch was overreacting,
right? But besides the over dramatics, I think it was also people were saying like, "Yo, we have millionaires paying for whatever for 10 minutes of space, yet people can't afford food." Meanwhile, eggs are $20 a dozen. Like, please stop playing with me. Like, what do you mean? Like, I saw this TikTok that she said, "I just went to the dispensary and she got." Some green. And then she said, and now I'm going to my neighbor's house to get eggs. And she said, I'm buying drugs in the store and eggs in the street. What's going on? And that's so real. Because like crazy. What is going on? Like we're buying eggs on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a neighbor that's got a chicken coop. Yeah, hell yeah. Get them half off. So it's just like
that is a crazy statement to make.
It's a crazy statement to make, but it's real.
I mean, it's real, yeah, for sure.
Like we are here, we are living through this time, like of buying green in a dispensary and buying eggs illegally at a store. Like, hey, don't tell me.
They want to kill us. That's a conspiracy theory right there.
Dun. You better put the law in order. Dun dun. like holy shit, hold up, they are trying to kill us.
Yeah, because I mean they sell it as drugs legally, and then the food that is supposed to be good for us,
it's not even real food.
It's like, no fam, like you can't get it because it's too expensive. How crazy is that? They're slowly trying to kill us.
That is bananas. Like the whole shebang is bananas. Like what's going on? Like, please tell me what is going on in this world because it's backwards. Like, it just feels like we're. I don't want to say that we're moving backwards because I don't necessarily think that's the complete truth. But I think that we're just not moving
on the right
all
direction.
Together.
I mean, we're definitely not, but we never have. That's the thing. Life is not fair. You were saying that we can never move together. I think that has always been the case. Nowadays, it's more obvious because of social media.
Right.
You know, like sometimes you see, like, well, we talked the previous episode. You see some motherfucker that is in Dubai this week, and then 2 days later he's in France, and then the week after he's on the Great Wall of China, and then he's just in times for like New Year's in New York. You know, so it's like people that have the money and the means to do that kind of shit. And then you see some motherfuckers that wake up 9 to 5 and they're stuck in traffic for like an hour. And they're like, bro, what am I doing with my life? Like, life has never been fair.
Right.
And now it's more exposed because of social media.
Right.
Because people can share everything that they don't. And the people that can do the most, they get the most followers. Because they're aspirational.
I guess so. It's just, I don't know, this just feels dystopian. Like, it feels weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with them actually going to space. Like, if they got the money, shit, if my man was Jeff Bezos, I will also be like, yo, let me get a trip. Like, let me get a ride. Like, I don't blame the girl. Like, but there's just so much hate going on Katy Perry. Like the girl has had a bad year. Like, she has gotten so much hate lately.
Yeah, what did she do though? Like, what's the deal with it?
I don't Like, I really don't know what's going on. She has, I mean, her last album flopped. Like,
yeah, that's what I heard.
It just wasn't like crazy numbers, but it was about girl power. I think that when it's not genuine, like, I think her people, like, obviously she has a machine behind her.
Most definitely.
And I think that just what it is. Like, we're like, it's a machine. Like, it's not genuine. It's not coming from you. Like, when she went to Mexico and she looked like she was having a horrible time.
Yeah.
Like, my girl looked traumatized.
Yes.
Like, my girl, she was like, what the fuck is going on here on this day?
What am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
I'm rich and famous. Why am I here?
Yeah, I think it's just like, it's just not genuine. I think that's what people perceive. And I think that that's what we're seeing here. So it's like she has been getting clowned for a minute.
Yes.
So, like, I don't hate her. I don't have no beef with her. It's just like, it just feels weird. It's just like, it just feels odd.
I mean, I feel like there has to be a reason why she's doing all this kind of stuff. Because the fact that she went to Mexico, like you said, to these shows that nobody knows, and her being this rich and famous, it doesn't add up.
Well, it was to promote her album. Like, that was a whole gag.
Yeah, but she went to these shows that are like,
unheard of. But here's why. Okay, and I actually know the tea. I actually know the tea behind that. So she went on TV Azteca because her album, she was gonna do the tour in these certain arenas, and those arenas are owned by somebody that is also part owner of TV Azteca. So it was like, oh, you want to do your concerts here? You have to come on our show then. Like, it was like if
A, you need to do B.
Yeah, if A, you need to do B. So she was like, all right, well, fuck it. Like, I have to do my concerts there. I have to promote my album. Therefore, I have to go to TV Azteca. She didn't know the foul
that was gonna happen.
She didn't know that was going to happen. I think she was like, it is what it is. Like she always says, I'm just here to not get fined. That's fair. Like, that's real. Yeah. Like, I think it was very much that. But I think, like, that had to do with Mexico being, Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like one motherfucker owns the stadiums and that one motherfucker owns the TVs. Like, it is what it is. Like, you have to do this, do that. Yeah. So I think it's just the space thing.
It was so random.
It was just like, girl, what are you doing? Like, Ariana, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing in space? Like, honestly, the only thing that I can think of, and if this is the truth, like, I'll be like, I'm even like willing to accept that. If she likes space, like me, then I'd be like, I would love to go to space. Like, that's cool. And like I said, I think of her ET videos. I'm like, she must like space. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
So I'm just like, if she were to come out and say, look, I just wanted to go to space. Bet. Like, fat bet. Like, just tell me that you wanted to go to space. Don't tell me this is about woman empowerment. And like, because, like, girl,
it just comes as fake.
It's just like, what woman empowerment is that? Y'all paid millions of dollars to do this. Like, Miss Amanda paid her dues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that deserve, that have done their career and paid their dues to go to space.
So you have rather, well, you said that you have rather Lady Gaga have gone to space instead of her.
Yeah.
But why?
That's just me, like, being, like, annoying and biased.
Okay. So,
because...
So which celebrity you think will be worthy of going to space under those conditions?
Nobody.
But don't you think that you need people with a certain degree of fame to promote this kind of stuff?
1,000%. But I think it's very fair to say, I was the one that was chosen to promote this. I wanted to do this. I wanted to go to space. Don't give me this woman empowerment. I hope I inspire. Girl, what you inspire me for? That I'm poor?
To work harder?
Bitch, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? It's just like I get it, but it's just the ungenuineness that is like...
So it's the fact that she looked fake as fuck whenever she was doing it, the fact that she up.
Yeah, like, okay, girl, if you want to go to space, then that's fine.
But just be honest about it.
Just be like, girl, I want to go to space. I had the money.
And they invited me?
Because she even said, I did this for my daughter. Girl, your daughter is an infant. Like, girl don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if she wanted to go to space, she could. Why? Because her parents are Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. Like,
they got the money.
Bomb. Like, she brought a Daisy. Her daughter's name is Daisy. And she took a Daisy to space and she was like,
Like the flower?
Yeah, like she brought an actual flower.
That's why she got hate, because she's cringy.
Say this is Daisy. And she's, you know how you're floating in space, right? She's like, girl, like, I get it. I get the drama. I get it. It's just like, tell me the fucking truth. Like, stop lying to me. Stop trying to sell me women empowerment, okay? Because I do not feel empowered at all. Like, I don't. You know what that is reminding me? That I need to step up my game. I need to step up my bag and marry rich. That's what I'm being inspired real quick. If I'm being honest, because all of these hoes got their mans, and like, I get it. Katy Perry also is like doing her own thing, and like the black girls, the journalists, like dope, like they're doing their thing. What is Miss Tits doing? What's her name? Lauren?
Yeah, I think so.
What's Lauren doing? What is she doing in this life?
That's why she went to
be invited to the White House wearing lingerie.
That's why she went dressed like that, to find the man. See, this is what we were talking about last time.
But she already has the man.
She want another one?
She's dating Jeff Bezos.
Elon has more money. Trump is president.
No,
yes, he does. Yes,
I thought Jeff had more money.
No, it's Elon.
I mean, they're like tit for tat. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a 50 billion difference.
When you're that rich, that doesn't fucking matter.
I probably does for this hoe.
But here's the thing, right? Like, that's the only thing that I'm being empowered by. I'm like, I need to get in my bag. Like, I need to find this man. Because, like, the way that I'm hating on Katy Perry, but I'm not hating on Lauren, is truly astronomical. Because...
Yes. If anything, she should get more hate, because she has done nothing. What did she do? She
popped that puss, is what she did.
That's what she did?
Period. But she owns it. She's not like...
Yeah, but like Katy Perry at least has a trajectory. She has a career. She came from nothing. Does she have like rich parents or?
She gives. Like, she definitely doesn't give poor.
Not
I mean,
poor.
she wasn't like poor.
Not poor, but saying like
I would say
average
class.
American middle class.
I would say so.
Okay, so what I'm saying is she didn't come from money or connections or anything like that. She built herself up.
Okay, but then don't sell me the story if you want to have woman empowerment, because there's nothing empowering about it.
I mean, I guess in that regard, you can say that the power was that she moved herself from being a middle class nobody to being able to travel into space. Because the other bitch just show her tits and then clap a rich motherfucker. That's all she did. What is
respect? They're like respect.
But bro, does you move as a woman? What does that inspire me about being a woman? The fact that you get a good pussy.
No. It does have to be more than that, because for a man like Jeff Bezos, that is an intellectual man.
He wants good young pussy. He has the money for it.
She's his age.
No,
they're like, okay.
She's younger.
She's like
way younger.
She's not way younger. She's
probably 15 years younger.
No.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, how old is Jeff Bezos? He's 61.
Okay, my boy.
Hey Siri, how old is Jeff Bezos' girlfriend?
See, we don't even know her name.
She's 55. So it's 6 years apart. That's nothing. That's like, okay, like that's what's like. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, but like,
and she is known for him. Before him, she was nobody. With all due respect, like she might be like a couple million and everything.
She was an entrepreneur too, or something like that.
But she wasn't.
She's not dumb. Is what I'm trying to say. But if she's not stupid.
But if you compare Katy Perry to this bitch, before this bitch started fucking Jeff Bezos, she was nobody.
Right.
What made this bitch is Jeff Bezos. The fact that he was LARPing on the tool.
I mean, like, I get what you're saying, but it is also like...
She deserves more hate. That's what I'm saying.
That's funny. What I mean is, like, the reason why I'm not hating as much on her is because, like, I get the game that she's playing. I don't get the game that Katy Perry's playing. Like if Katy Perry wants to be like, I'm this girl boss, I want to inspire women, cool, then do that type of shit. You going to space for 10 million doesn't really inspire me. Now, Lauren, I see right through her. Like, we can see exactly what she's doing, and I'm like, I respect somebody that's been transparent like that.
What is she doing? She's
getting that money, and I think that's totally fine. Like, she obviously, she has to be a smart woman. She has to have some intellectual. Like, a man like Jeff Bezos and a man like Elon Musk cannot be with a dumb hoe. They just cannot. They need intellectual stimulation. They need.
I feel like no.
Look at all of the millionaires and all of the rich entrepreneurs that have a partner, and they're like they're not with dumb bitches. You're thinking about celebrities. Celebrities are with dumb hoes, dumb young hoes. But people like Jeff Bezos, like inventors, like Elon and them, like they have to have a partner.
Elon
that
was
equal,
fucking
that
this
equals.
bitch that sued Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
How is that an intellectual woman?
Because she's playing the game. Is what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. It's exactly, and the fact that you pointed her out is even the more perfect example. Amber Heard was trying to play the game. She did it wrong. You know, she was trying to juggle two balls at the same time. But the thing is, like, she was trying to be sneaky about it, and Lauren is being straight up like, my man is Jeff Bezos. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. It's the attitude. Jeff Bezos is my man. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a girl boss. Like, that is, because I'm like, yeah. Like, let's say I was dating fucking, who's rich and powerful? Who's rich and powerful?
Trump. Okay, well, let's
for example, Donald Trump, Melania.
She doesn't act like that. No, she doesn't.
Melania is on the clock. Nobody's ever gonna convince me that Melania is not Donald Trump's dominatrix.
I don't think she is.
I think the proof is right there. Like, she's is right there. Like, she's literally not looking at us because her head is right here, but she's smiling like this. Like I love seeing a girl's true intentions. Like, if you want to be a dominatrix, if you want to take advantage of these men, if you want to, yes, but like, be for real. Like, that's what I like. Be for real. Be like, that's why Amber Heard. That's why she didn't work, because she was trying to paint this picture of like, I'm a good girl. Like, I'm the one that's being abused. Nah, Lauren and Melania. I'm like, what's up? You sit down. I can't hate on that. I cannot hate on that. Girls, y'all back me up, please.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? You didn't know Melania?
I think she got married for the money and get caught up in the fact that he became the president.
Exactly, but
I don't think that it's as far as being like, yeah, she's a dummy.
She has to have. There has to be some sort of agreement. You cannot convince me that her and Donald Trump are bumping uglies. You cannot convince me that, because get the gag. The gag is that their son that they had together, they had to be a surrogate, or either be a surrogate or insemination, one of those two. But there's no proof that Donnie has bagged that.
There's some great areas,
and
boy.
Melania is a working gal. Like, and I'm telling you, like, I don't blame or not. I don't shame on sex work or none of that. But I love being able to see right through it. Like, yes, you know exactly what you're doing. He knows exactly what he's getting into, and it's a fucking agreement. And I can't hate. That's girl power. Like, that is girl power right there.
So is girl power a way of prostitution? That's what you're saying?
It can be.
That's crazy as fuck.
It can be. It can. So I know it sounds.
So where's the love? Where is the 50-50? Where is the partners for life?
50-50 is not for me. And I'm saying that right now. I think. Okay, there's this girl that I follow. You're gonna love her. Her name is Shira something. She's known as the sprinkle lady. Cause she does this thing of like 50-50. The fuck. She's very much like, I'm not a 50-50 type person. I'm not like, what do I bring to the table? Myself. Like, I love that. Like, and I know that's a little like wild sometimes for girls to say that, because I also get the male perspective. Like, it can't all just fall on the man. But I think it's very important to recognize, as a woman, am I a 50-50 type of woman, or am I somebody that's expected to be taken care of?
Okay, but I put it this way: you cannot say that shit on the first date or the first time you meet somebody. Right. Because you gotta prove yourself as like, if you say, oh, I'm not a 50-50 kind of person, okay, I'm gonna take care of you as a woman, but what are you gonna bring to my table?
Myself.
What the fuck does that mean? Are you
happiness?
No, fuck your happiness. Are you? That's something that no, but you cannot say that, because if you say that, you already creates an illusion, like an expectation. You have to prove yourself through actions, not words. So if you come to me and you're like, I'm not gonna pay for this, but I'm gonna like bring you love and bring you peace. I'm like, this bitch is toxic. You gotta prove that to me. You gotta show me that you are actually that person. For me as a man, who want to take care of you as a woman.
I think it also depends on the man, and I'm speaking from experience, like my own experience. It's like there are some men that are never even going to entertain the thought of a 50-50 because they're like, nah, I'm the man. That's my responsibility, and that's a way of thought. That's a way of think. That's a way of life. And obviously, not everybody's like that, right? But then the man that is like, no, we have to go 50-50. Like, this is an economy. This is in this economy. Like, this is 2025, women rights, equal rights. Like,
that pussy in 50-50, bro.
Okay, like, if that, it's a
okay, but the thing is,
it's a hard pill to swallow because, and I will say this too, like, it also depends on the age of the man. Like, if I were to date somebody my age or like around my age, I know they expect 50-50. I know for a fact. Like, that's just been my experience. Whenever I date older men, and I'm talking older, that's never even a question. Like, it's not even, and I get it too. Like, I'm not gonna compare somebody that's in their mid-20s to somebody that's in their 40s. Like, obviously, they're different life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's like I'm currently going through that right now, and I'm just like, what is the right way to navigate that?
Okay, but I put it this way though: if you are disrupting my peace, make sure you don't bring chaos with you.
Right.
So, to me, you saying that, oh, I'm bringing myself, I'm bringing love and peace and all this shit to your life, that to me is a red flag because you don't have anything else to offer. If you really were to offer that, you will prove it. You don't need words. So it's like saying I love you and then doing everything that makes me believe that you don't. Okay, so
so what would that be the answer? What would be the answer? What do you bring to the table? What do you want to hear?
No, I mean, if we're going out, okay, like if we're going out, still here on this.
Sorry.
I will not ask for that. If we're going, me as a man, this is personally, if I'm going out with someone, I will pay for the date first. You know? I'll be like, okay, I'm a gentleman. I ask you out. Like, let me take you out. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take care of the deal. Maybe drive you home if you want me, or pick you up, or we'll meet somewhere. Whatever.
That's chivalry. That's chivalry. That's literally the bare minimum.
That's good. But once it becomes a more serious relationship, that's when you have to sit down and have a talk and be like, okay, first of all, do I like this bitch? Does she bring me peace? Is she somebody that can improve my life, or am I gonna be struggling with insecurities all my life because this bitch doesn't make me feel love? Or she acts in a way that I don't like it, and you know.
Are your insecurities my problem to fix?
If you are the one causing it, yes.
If your girl is bringing you insecurities, that's not your girl.
Exactly.
Just say like.
Exactly, but some people are afraid to say that kind of shit. You know.
People are afraid to communicate, yes. and I think that's a human mistake, like as a whole.
But I noticed that that's something that. It's coming with a new generation.
1,000%.
Yeah, like older generations, if you have to have a serious talk, it's going to be face to face. If you're doing that with a younger generation, they're going to be like over the phone because I cannot see you through the eyes.
No, I can't.
I will hate you for that.
No.
Okay, but that happens.
You need to look at me in my face.
But that happens.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If you say, oh, I'm bringing peace to your life and all this kind of, you're trying to send me this bullshit, but at the same time, you're the kind of person that, hey, like, we gotta talk this hard shit through the phone and I can look at you in the eyes. Right. Bitch, you're not bringing peace. You're not like this person that you say you are.
I guess this also depends on the expectations. Like, for example, for me, to me, like, for example, what you said, paying for the date, picking me up, that's literally, like, the bare minimum. Yeah. Like, if you're not doing that, I'm sorry, you're a very low standard man, right? But then, my experience has always been, I'm not gonna pay for anything. I'm gonna be taken care of. I don't think that I've ever abused that dynamic, I guess you could say. But I had an instance recently that it was very like, this is 50-50 thing. And I was like I literally couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, I've never had a man blatantly say, nah, not with me. I was like, and you're trying to pursue me? Like, it was...
But okay, let me ask you this. After that 50-50 happened, did he continue to pursue you?
Yes.
Oh, then he's crazy, though. Because honestly, the only time what I would say that is if I don't vibe with a girl. And then
okay, so I'm not crazy. Like I was like, this motherfucker must not like me like that.
Yeah, because I will be like,
and that's
you know
fine.
what, 50-50. So she doesn't feel like she owes me anything, and I don't feel like asking for something. You know, like, I'm not gonna ask for something, but maybe the situation could entitle that. So I will be like, okay, 50-50, and then after this, like, okay, like it was nice meeting you, but we're not clicking, we're not vibing, so you be on your way, I'll be on my way, and then nothing happens. But if that
so I'm not crazy. Like I was like, am I expecting too much? Like, am I being unreasonable for expecting certain things? And I think that this man really is just that type of man. And to me, I'm like,
that's not my type of guy.
It's just like I've never encountered this type of man. So I'm like, and again, it reminds me of the sprinkle lady because she's like, there's two types of girls. One's that taken care of, and ones that do 50-50. And that shit just like hit me so hard because it's true. Like it's 1,000% true. You either have a man that is 100% doing whatever it needs to do, or you have a man that's 50-50. And I'm not saying one man is better than the other. Like to each their own, right? But then it makes me think as a woman. Okay, but it just made me think like, how am I really dating? Who am I really dating? Like, what is my way of navigating about it? And I didn't want to sound like a bitch and be like, what the fuck do you mean 50-50? But on the inside, I was like, what the fuck do you mean 50-50? Like, I was just like,
okay, but I'll tell you this though, from a guy's perspective, I think that he did that just to put some distance. Because if you really like somebody, even if you're not that kind of person, you go above and beyond for that one woman. You know, if you never pay the full date with one bitch that you meet that you're like, you know what, like she's worth it, whatever it is, whatever that, you will go the extra mile and pay for the full thing. So I think that there are guys like that.
Okay,
go ahead.
No, because you're gonna be like, bitch, I don't want to know that. Yeah, you don't want to know. But it's just like, okay, I'll put it this way: I've never had to pay for a date. Like, I'll be damned. And I feel kind of like, I don't want to sound like fresa or anything, but like some standards really, like, I could never break them. Like, if somebody ever asks me to pay for a date, that's the last time you're seeing me. Because, and it sounds so ugly though, but I'm just like, oh, this is gonna sound so like ignorant, but like, I am the prize. Like, fuck you, I am the woman. I am supposed to feel like I am the prize. And I feel like nowadays, men also want to feel like the prize. And I'm not saying that that's not reasonable, because like, yeah, men also want to feel appreciated. They also want to feel like they're the prize. Like, we're both the prize. But maybe these gender roles are getting confused lately.
I think that, at least from a guy's perspective, it has come to the point that women are so out there that they're like, I'm not gonna pay for a bitch that is gonna go with a different guy next week or tomorrow if she's not gonna be there for me. You know? That's fair. So okay, you're gonna be hoeing around. That's cool. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna be the guy for the day. Mm-hmm. But I'm also not gonna act like a gentleman for you because you're not acting like a woman for me or like a lady. I
get that. I get it. If you're both on different pages, but then that's been spoken, you're like, oh, okay. So it's not it spoken, is what it is, and it's not what it's not. I like to be very fucking clear.
But it's not spoken. But okay, so you're not gonna go on your first day and be like, okay, so do you fuck anybody else besides me this week? You know, like you're not gonna have those conversations. Like that's just gonna be weird. And if you ask those fucking questions, then bro, check yourself because you probably got something on your dick.
I mean, no, I obviously not for the first date, but
okay, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, so but you already go with that kind of expectation because how many people meet on dating sites or just random hookup places like bars or shit like that? Right. Know? So it comes from the area in which you meet the person because you're not gonna do that if you meet a girl in church per se. Right. You know. At least from the guy's perspective.
I know. I get what you're saying. It's just like,
if women have to be the prize, they gotta act like the prize.
Okay, but okay, what makes us be the prize? Like, if we're just going on a date, whatever. Obviously, I'm not expecting queen behavior, like, or queen treatment. Like, I'm not expecting you to like go above and beyond unless you're like interested in me like that. Go ahead. But if it's like a regular normal day, like I'm gonna treat it like a normal day, right? Like, how are you?
Okay, well, what's a normal date? Because if you, like, as a man, if you're going on a date, it's because you actually like that person.
I think.
And if you're not going out as a date, then that means like let's go eat so we can hook up later. Then it becomes a hookup culture.
But I think that's fair too. But
okay, then if you're gonna hook up, then that's going back to my point. You are not acting like a girl, so why would I act like a gentleman?
Right.
If you are that kind of person, because I can say, if you can give up the ass on the first date, it makes me think that you already done it before.
Right.
So I'm not gonna treat you like a lady. I'm gonna treat you like whatever you're passing by that day.
I think people that shame people having sex on the same date are lame.
I think that
what's wrong with having sex on the first date?
Because you don't know how many people that person's been with. And at the same time, like, he's not gonna be. You don't. Okay, so there's cool if you're just like kind of messing around.
Mm-hmm.
But if that to me were the case, like, oh, I'm going out with this girl, and then the first date she offers, or like we have sex, I'd be like, okay, so I know I'm not the first guy. So to me, she's a very girl that is very out there. So just like it happened to me, it can happen to this next person.
But I think that's so unfair.
So that's not somebody that I'm be looking out to date.
But that's so unfair because you asked this girl out, right? Let's say that you are interested in her and like, okay, like, let's say you meet a girl and you're like, I really like her. Let's see. I'm interested. Let's go on a date. Date goes great, whatever. You do hook up for that first date. It's great, whatever. You're already thinking like, oh, she's a hoe. But you liked her. You're like, oh, she's lit, whatever. You wouldn't ask her on a second date?
It depends what her intentions are.
And if it goes well, and it keeps going well, you go on a second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, are you going to hold that against her? Like, oh, you gave it up the first date. But let's say that the story happens, and you are dating this girl. She gave it up the first night. But then let's say 2 months go by, and you're like, I want to pursue this more. Are you holding it over her head?
I think if you fall in love with that kind of person, it will be a mistake on both ends. It is crazy though. Because like now, and this goes back to social media. Social media has trained everybody to make people think that you're in a hookup culture. I
don't think that's true. I don't know what the fuck is up with this hookup culture. Like, I don't know, like, great. I guess apparently we're all whores or whatever. But exactly. The thing about it is like, I'll speak for me personally. I like to be a hoe, quote unquote, not as in I'm gonna sleep around with whoever, right? Like that's just not my cup of tea. It's never like I've tried to be in that cup of tea and it's just not my vibe, right? But if we're vibing or whatever, I think that's such a double standard of like if you wanna like why is having sex on the first date such like a bad thing? Like if we're vibing or whatever, and if we're gonna be seeing each other, I want to know that we get along in there before we even continue, because that could break a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, problems in the bedroom are real.
Yes.
And they are, like, so detrimental to your relationship. So I'm not mad about, like, seeing what's up on the first day. Like, and if it's trash, I'll be like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me. And I'd rather know on the first date. Because then we're just wasting time.
Okay, so what's so bad about wasting time? You're making it sound like we're about to die. Like
that's true.
Like, you're in your fucking early 20s, mid-20s, late 20s at most.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's so fucking bad about taking some time to actually get to know the other person instead of rushing in and be like, yeah, let's fucking see if it works?
Oh, you're right. You're like I said, like, I think if the vibe is right, then there should be no shame. Right? Like, let's go on a typical date. Dinner and a movie. Whatever. And then the vibe's right. You're like, all right, man, if you're hooking up with movies, you need help.
It's the same with everything. What's so bad about movies and everything else?
Because if you should not. That's why I don't think that a movie date is a good first, second, or third date. I think a movie date should be like when y'all already know each other. Like, I think a movie date is like, but let's say that it is a first date, we vibed at dinner, and then we're going to a movie, and then we're getting hot at the movie. We're not paying attention to the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
yeah.
Like that, I would be like, all right, like it was obvious that you just wanted to have a date to hook up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather you be like, you know, fuck. Like, I just appreciate honesty. I appreciate when you're straight the fuck forward. Like, if you just want to fuck, bitch, say that. Like, I just would rather somebody be so honest with me. And like, if you don't want to say like, hey, do you want to hook up? Pursuing somebody will be the way to say that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I don't understand what's so bad about waiting, or the fact that you said that the movie's a bad idea to hook up. Like,
I don't think, I was just saying that because you were like, if you hook up on the first date, like, you're a whore. And I'm just like, that's not really right.
I mean, it's sharing something intimate with somebody that you barely know.
Right.
What's the difference between hooking up with somebody that you just met or with your neighbor that you've known probably for like 5 years, that you've seen probably once or twice a week?
I guess the
What you
intention.
don't know. Hooking up, sex.
Yeah.
What's different? What's stopping you from going next door and knock on your name and be like, hey, I want to hook up? Or just meeting a stranger and being like, you know what, I met you today, but let's just get nasty.
If the vibe is right.
What's the vibe? You just met them for one day. Like, anybody can be an angel for one day.
Right, but I think...
But then the mask falls off not too long after.
Right, but I think that vibes really are a thing. Like, you can vibe with a person or not. And I think that that's, like, instant.
Mm-hmm.
I really do think that that's an instant type of thing. Like, because
it just keeps sounding like you want to rush things that maybe are not meant to be rushed. Because what's the divorce rate? What's like couples nowadays compared to like 20, 30 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
What's the divorce rate? I mean, I have so many friends that are divorced and got kids and then they remarried and then divorced again. And then you hear all these old couples like 35 and plus, 45 and plus, that they still together. And they were like, oh yeah, we waited to get married to start having relationships. And then we have kids. And then now we have 5 kids and a beautiful family and all that shit. And then you hear people that are in their 20s and be like, yeah, I got 3 kids from 2 different dads and I'm divorced and I'm just looking for the man of my life. For the one. Like, bitch, nobody wants you with 3 kids from 3 different dads. Like, me as a man, I don't want to deal with 3 motherfuckers on 3 different days.
Yeah.
Just to go see my girl. Like, the fuck?
I couldn't be with a baby dad either. I couldn't do that.
Okay, but that's why you expose yourself as hooking up on the first day. Like, what if the body's right for that day and then you get knocked up and then you realize a couple months later or weeks later that person might be nice in the bed, maybe like a fun time on the show run, but he's a douchebag if you spend more than 5 hours with him.
That will be a loss on my side. Right. Right. I'm agreeing with you.
So that's the thing, like, you cannot hook up, like, even if he's like a great person, like, everybody is an amazing man or woman on the first, second, and third date because they're actually trying. But what about a month later? What about a year later? What about when that motherfucker is feeling pressure because her mom died or her car broke up or he got fired, and maybe this bitch, her ex-boyfriend that still he has feelings for, texts her, or maybe her dad had an accident, or her little brother went to the hospital.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying for sure. Like, if you talk about like hookup culture, then it is what it is. But if you're trying to get to know somebody, like I've lately I have been having this thought in my head that is like, if it's forever, what the fuck is a rush? Like, if it's forever,
but yet you're rushing it.
I ain't rushing nothing.
You just said it? The fuck? You just said it? You just said if the Bobby's right, we can do it on the first time? Yeah. Like, that's rushing it.
Okay, I've never done that.
Okay, then.
It has not come. Have I ever done that? I want to say no. I want to say that I've never hooked up with a first date, but
here's the thing. He's a red flag as a guy. If you, as a woman, have to think, hey, did I fuck anybody on the first date? Like, bro, I can tell you, like, with my heart, with my hand on my heart, like, right now, like, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to think about, like, how many guys have you gone through, like, that's a red flag, bro. Like, bro, I don't want the wife. I don't want the wife, the love of my life, the mother of my child, to be like, yeah, I fucked this one guy one time on the first day. Like, no.
I think that shaming people for their number is lame.
I think that if you have a big number, it's lame too.
Oh, that's fair. That's a fair statement.
Like, there should be an amount. Like, I'm not trying to date a porn star.
People have higher sex drives than others.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that you have to fuck the multiple people. You can just fuck one person 5 times a week.
That would be great. That would be like the ideal, right?
And that's why you're trying to find somebody that will connect with you.
Right.
But if you like hooking up with a different guy every week, then bro, like at some point you.
I don't think that. Like, I don't think. Okay, I think you and I have like. Well, I think you have a. Not misconstrued, but you have this one specific image on like hooking up culture. Like, you're thinking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys every week. You know what I'm saying?
I know girls like that.
I know girls like that too, but I guess I'm just speaking, I guess, for myself now that I'm a woman out in the world or whatever. Like, I personally don't like you said, like to be a hoe. Like, I like to have my one dude, and like say you can fuck that one dude 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, whatever you want to do, but it's one dude, and I think that's more fun than like
a different guy
than just like hopping around. Like I remember one time I tried to be in my hoe phase, and I was like, this is not for me. Like, this is not the vibe. This is not what I want. This is not, not that I was like uncomfortable because I went with it or whatever, but I was just like, this is just not the vibe. Like,
okay, but you as a man, you don't know what kind of vibe that girl is into.
Yeah.
So the fact that some of these things happen, you're like, what kind of girl is this?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you doubt as a man. It makes you think twice about what kind of girl you're with.
You could say the same thing about the girl.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to be careful about that kind of thing. Because, like, once you have a reputation, like, it's not going to change.
Right.
So reputation sometimes can make it or break it. Because I cannot imagine myself being married to, like, this beautiful girl that I fell in love with. I can put this example. Let's say that I get married tomorrow. And I met this beautiful girl that I met in church, and she's really nice, and she's awesome and whatever. And one day we go to fucking, I don't know, Wyoming. And then they're like, oh my God, Sharon. Mm-hmm. And then it turns out that it was like this super well-known stripper in that little town. I'd be like, bruh.
But I get you where you're coming from, like, you wouldn't want that for you. But at the same time, like, why are past lovers even matter? Like, obviously she's with you, you won, if you want to say that.
It doesn't matter as long as it's not something crazy, you know? Because, like, I'll give you the example of porn stars before. Like, bro, like, your past doesn't matter? Dude, you had sex for money.
Yeah.
Like, how many guys did you just fucking go? Like,
yeah.
You got used, and now you want to be the mother of my kids?
I mean, the first thing that I thought about was that Lily Phillips thing.
Yeah, like, that's crazy, though.
Like, that.
Like, her past doesn't matter? Like, bro, you literally
her past matter. Like, 100 ding-dongs.
Yeah, and there's like
in 24 hours?
Like a mile of penis.
That's horrible. I think that just...
So past does matter.
I mean, when you're like that, 100 men for 24 hours, yeah, but like, I wouldn't want like my future partner to be like, oh, you hooked up with like this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, that was fucking before you. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Unfuck them? Like, no.
Okay, no, but as a man, you meet some guys and you're like, that guy is fucking gross. So the fact that you got along, or like you got intimate with that one person, could be a deal breaker.
But that's ugly on your part.
Why?
Because
I know what kind of person he is, and the fact that you degraded yourself to be with that kind of person is crazy. Okay, let me put you this example. Mm-hmm. Like, we always see it from the woman's perspective. Let's put it from the male perspective.
Yes, please help me understand.
Will you go out with someone that you know that used to date nothing but strippers, and every time he went out, it was partying with strippers, and hook up with many of them most likely?
I wouldn't be able to see myself with a person like that. But you're talking about strippers, like...
Okay, but just because strippers is like a more... It's just like men and women are not the same. So you gotta compare apples to apples. And in this case, like, some women are very promiscuous and go out. And let's face it, it's way easier for a woman to go out and find a hookup that day than it is for a guy. Mm-hmm. So the equivalent of that will be a man dating strippers.
Here's the thing, and I've asked myself this question lately, like, can you look past somebody's past and only focus on the present and the future?
But it depends where you draw the line, and it depends what the past is. Because, like, as a man, I don't think, like, at least me personally, I cannot look past through that. Mm-hmm. Will you be able to look past somebody that maybe raped a woman and went to jail for 5 years, but he's fine now?
No, the line is there.
The line is there.
The line is there. Yeah.
That's where you draw the line.
I think for me, like, especially the last year of my life,
the past?
I think like ever since 7/25, like, my thought process has changed. Like, my, just like everything, it's just a different way of processing things and be like, okay, like, what is the cause and effect, or like, what are the root of things? Like, you're thinking about things a little more complex, I guess you would say. Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it depends where you draw the line. Cause like I just give you the example of somebody that maybe raped a girl 10 years ago and then went to jail for 5 and then he's been 5 years clean.
Yeah.
Like that's his past. He hasn't touched a woman ever since. But the past is there.
I mean, it's an extreme.
But that's the thing.
A very extreme thing.
But some people, that's extreme. If you find a girl that fuck 100 guys before you, like that might be extreme for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not comfortable knowing that maybe somebody that ran into my little town treats you like a hoe. I
don't know. I guess it's an internal conflict. Like, can you truly be with a person that somebody else has had after you? Like, I think for me, that's my line. Like, I'm like, oof, like, somebody had you after me? And, like, I'm thinking about it, like, you're literally seeing the process right now. And it's like, I think it's more ego because, like, I don't care about the act itself. Like, whatever, we all get horn dogs, whatever. We all want some actions. I get that. But it's just more like, maybe it makes me think of, like, damn, like, I wasn't good enough or, like, I think instead of making it about them, I make it about me. Like, damn, like, was I not good enough? What happened? Like, it becomes ego. I'm like, oh, you fucked that after me? Like, let's say she was even gorgeous. I'd be like, damn, she's fucking fine. I'm like that's jealousy. That's ego. I think that just has to do with the ego more, at least for me. Because I'm like,
I mean, yeah, and I think that will depend between men and women. Because I can tell you, I had women say that to me. I was like, you changed me for that. I'm like, bitch, she might be uglier, but she gave me the peace that you never could.
I'm deceased.
You know?
That's real. No. I'm
like
million% real.
You might be gorgeous, you might be like the supermodel, but this one that might be a little more average, give me the peace of mind, the tranquility, the love.
It really is
that you never did.
It's the peace for me. Like, once you reach a level of peace, now I get what people say when they say protect your peace. Like,
yeah, if you feel like home, like that's big though.
Yeah.
Don't burn your house.
What if the house was burnt? Do you think that what's broken can never be repaired? Or
it depends on the level of brokenness.
Let's just say it's broken.
Nah, there are levels. Because like you said, going back to the example of like the past shouldn't matter. Maybe it doesn't, maybe it does. It depends on what happens. So same thing with the things. Like, it depends how it got broken. If it got broken because maybe there was like too much distance because I was living in a different state that you were and I wasn't able to go see you. So we left on kind of good terms. We're like, I love you. I just like,
it's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Okay, yeah. Like maybe I moved to your state or you moved back to mine, and then we reconnected and everything worked out because there were still feelings in between. It wasn't the right time. That can be fixed.
So, do you think the right person, wrong time is it's very real?
Yes.
I don't.
For the most part.
And here's why: if it's the right person, it should always be the right time.
I gave you this example the other day at the bar.
I know, but I still I could get it. Like 100%. Like, and if it's right, like it's kind of like if it's forever, why are we rushing? Like, if it's right, why is it wrong? Like, no, like unless you're like physically with somebody, like you're in a committed relationship, like obviously that's the wrong thing. But if it's the right person, but it's the wrong time, then it's not the right person. It's
how do you know?
Because if it was the right person, that person should bring you peace. That person should complete you. That person should bring you peace, joy, all the above, right? But if that person only brings you chaos, disappointment, sadness, anger, it's just not the right person. Like that, it's just like, I just don't want to associate those bad words with the person that I thought I was supposed to be with. Like, I'm like,
okay, and those bad words can be the other way around about somebody that is promiscuous. That's why guys don't want somebody that is with a lot of people, because those kind of bad words come in your mind. You're like, I don't want to be with somebody like that. Especially guys, and I hate this about guys because I find myself being a little guilty of it because sometimes you see girls that dress sexy and they're like, oh, that damn bitch is fine. And like, you're stuck in a very nasty way about girls. I'm like, I don't want people around me to talk like that about my girl.
Again, we've gone over this conversation too, and I think that's crazy because, like, again, a girl is not dressing for you. A girl is dressing because she's fine as hell, and I think that. But
some guys misinterpret it, and that's
their problem.
Yeah, it is their problem.
That's their problem. Like, I'm not gonna dress in a mini skirt, and it's not a fucking invitation. Like, it's just not. And like, men want to be like, well, you dress like this, motherfucker. I'm gonna be naked, and it's still not an invitation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, obviously, like I get it. You know, like I also get the male brain, but at the same time, it's just like again, morals, fucking morals. Like people lack morals nowadays, and I think that's what makes me like, what's fuck, you know?
Yes. I mean, that's shit though.
It's hard. This life is hard.
If you want a partner, you have to maybe sacrifice some things in order to make it happy, and then that person has to change things in ways to make you happy. It has to be a balance.
You know what I heard once? I heard this about relationships. They said we have to surrender.
Yeah, you told me that last time. I don't think surrender.
Surrendering is crazy because like, what the fuck am I surrendering to?
You have a problem with that word.
It's just like
you're reacting the same way twice.
It's just like surrendering. What am I, a slave? Like,
but you gotta define surrender. Like, what are you surrendering?
Exactly. What exactly am I surrendering? Power? Am I surrendering stability? Like, what am I surrendering to saying yes, sir? Is it gonna be equal? If I say yes, sir, are you saying yes, ma'am? Like, it's definitely a further conversation for sure. But it's just like that stuck out to me so much.
I feel like surrender, instead of surrender, has to be you gotta make sacrifices. You gotta make changes in order to keep your partner happy.
But here's the thing. I think love should not be hard. And people say it should be hard. But I'm like, no. Why love should be hard? Because if that person loves you, the way I think about it is more like we all live our separate lives. Whatever, you have your life, I have mine. If you're not contributing happiness to my life, then you're the wrong person. Like 1,000,000%. Like, because at the end of the day, we are individual people. And I think that a relationship should be about accepting somebody for who they truly are. And I think I said this last podcast too. Sharon Osbourne said that.
Yes.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon Osbourne said that. Like, if Sharon Osbourne can fucking say that about Ozzy, you can accept your partner for exactly.
Okay, but I give you this example. You had a problem with the word surrender. She surrendered herself to his lifestyle.
Exactly, but it's the fact that she accepts him, and I feel like that's such an important word because she, you know, they have like their little show or whatever, and my man is like gone out the ass. And she's like, because he's like worried about his beer.
Yeah.
And he's like, somebody stole my beer. And she goes, you drank it, honey. And he's like, oh. And he was like, you know what? We'll find the beer thief. And she moved on. Like, that's truly acceptance. And I think that's beautiful. And that's surrender. That's a part of surrender. I'm like, I get it. Because obviously, she's not nagging Ozzy about, like, why are you using? And Ozzy's not like, why are you not using with me anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in such different pages.
Yeah, they're part of the same book.
Drop this shit. Like, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Like, that's so real. Like, I like that. And there's a level of surrender.
Yeah.
Here, 1,000%. But I think it's surrender, acceptance in the same book. I like that. I really like what you said.
Acceptance and surrender.
You have to accept 100% whoever you're in love with. You also have to surrender to the control of wanting to control them or control the relationship. It has to just fucking happen. Like, the relationship just has to live. Just like we live our lives every day.
Yeah. But do you think it would be fair to make some changes in order to make your partner happy?
It depends on what they are. I think it's a
things that bother them.
I think it's a conversation between the two of you. Like, for example, like, I'm gonna put you as an example. If you have your girl and your girl dresses like my friend, and I'm gonna be like, girl, that's not gonna fly with my brother. But I'll be like, girl, you look good as fuck. Right? I'm gonna see both sides. Like, let's say that this happens in real life and you guys are both like asking for me, like, for advice. I'll be like, I'm gonna tell you, she looks good as fuck. She's that bitch. Like, I think she looks good, whatever. And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh.
Hype your girl up. That's your woman. You better claim her. Like, you better make sure that every single man knows that that's yours. And what I'm gonna tell her, if you want to look like that, yes, you're the baddest bitch in the world. Like, yes, you look good. You're more than welcome to get compliments from men. but you also must shut that shit down. Like, yeah, if you want a little free drink, get your free drink and go back to your man. And share that free drink with your man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a balance. Like, if she wants to dress like a hoe and she looks good, I'll be like, yeah, girl, you look fucking good. Like, for me, I draw a line. I know my line. If I see a lip, I'll be like, no.
This crazy.
No. If there's like under boob, but if it's like a tasteful way, I'll be like, like, I see you, girl. Like, I see you. But I'm gonna tell her, like, you better respect my fucking brother. Like, you are gonna get those comments. You are gonna do that. You better let every single man and woman know that that's your fucking man. And I think that that's healthy. Like, I would be like, I know you may not love the way she's dressed, but you cannot deny that she looks good. Yeah. And I would tell you, like, I'll be proud as fuck. That's my bitch. Like, that's my hoe. Like, and she's gonna come home with me, and she's gonna sleep in my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that there's a sense of pride when it comes to that.
Yeah, it definitely is a sense of pride. To me, the thing is, like, I don't know how comfortable I will be. People saying, "Oh, your girl is a fine bitch,"
and I'll be like, and that's mine.
Yeah, but
look at it, don't touch.
Yeah, but the fact that you're associating my girlfriend, my wife, the mother of my child, with a bitch. You call
women bitches all the time.
They're not my wife. They're not somebody that I see as a future wife.
Neither are they.
But they're looking for something more simple.
But that's your wife.
That's my wife.
So you better claim that shit. Like, you cannot control outside people.
That's definitely
like. I'm sure, I'm obviously not gonna put myself in the position of like your wife, but like, let's say that I also dress like that, and you're like, yo, that bitch is fine as hell. Will you feel comfortable like, yo, that's my fucking sister?
Yeah, to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, no, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, okay. I just wanted to know if that was like how you view. It's just like your girl or women. Like, I obviously know that I'm your sister. Like, you're not gonna look at me that way. But like, would you also be like, don't call her a bitch? Like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's a turn off, not like a sexual way. It's just the fact that I feel like the woman kind of degrades herself by putting herself in that position. Like, what?
That's such a man thought to have.
It really is, though.
And I get where you're coming from, but like at the same time, like, fashion is fashion. Like, fashion got nothing to do with man.
But where do you draw the line between fashion and being vulgar and being overexposed?
The line is blurred. But it's still fashion. You can't tell. And here's why. Let's, for example, Kim K. When she did her break the internet nude shoot. At the end of the day, yes, she was naked, but it was art and fashion.
Okay, so how you think her kid does she have a boy or a girl?
She has a boy and a girl.
Okay.
She has a lot of kids. She has like 4 kids.
Yeah. How do you think her kids are gonna see her in like 20 years?
I think at this point, because of who they are, like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, like, please. Like, please. Like, those kids are fine. I promise you they're fine.
Fine in what way?
They know exactly who their mom is. They know that their mom is a sex symbol, whatever the fuck. Like, yeah,
okay, but don't you think that it's gonna be awkward, the fact, oh, your mom is famous because she fucked a rapper and then you were born?
I get it, but, like, bro, look what the empire that she fucking built. Like, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm sorry. Like, same thing with Lauren. Like, if you're saying that she's a nobody, even though she's, like, an entrepreneur woman or whatever, like, maybe she's a nobody to the masses. Yeah. To the masses. Like, as in celebrity style. At the end of the day, she fucked the right dude. I can't hate on any woman for fucking the right dude.
Lauren, Jeff Bezos'
girlfriend.
I was thinking about the other one, Lauren Phillips.
Oh no! She's not fucking the right dude. No, she's fucking all the wrong dudes. But no,
I was confused.
Yeah, no, not.
Okay, yeah.
Lily Phillips.
Oh, they sound similar. It's a fucking L.
I was like, Lauren, what the fuck?
Like the L, bitch.
No, Lauren. Like Lauren is like, she fucked the right dude. Like, I can't hate her.
Yeah,
I can't. Even with Amber Heard, she fucked the right dude. Like, she was on the right path. I know exactly what game she was playing. But she got a little too ambitious. She flew a little too close to the sun.
She got a little too crazy too fast.
I think she miscalculated who the fuck Johnny Depp was.
True that.
Because, like, imagine if she would have tried to pull that shit with Elon. Elon would have shut that real motherfucking quick.
Yeah.
Like.
But we're talking about different calibers.
Like, I get it. No. I get it. But at the same time, she was fucking both of them.
Yeah.
Like, she was on that path of being that bitch. Mm-hmm. But she got a little too greedy. She got a little too crazy.
Okay, but that's a crazy thing, though. That's what I'm saying. They're outside.
You just sound like they were hurt.
Nah, he's just being extra. The fact that Johnny Depp didn't know and he was in love with this bitch, and she was playing a different game behind her back. Like that's where behind his back. That's where men's security come from. Like you change me for another guy that has more money, might not be as good looking as me, but he has more money. That's where men's security come from.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Okay, and this is gonna sound controversial, and I don't care, and I really do mean this with my whole life. It is not my responsibility as a woman for your insecurities. Hold up. And I say it's not my responsibility as a woman to a certain degree, because obviously I understand that if I was your girl and I play a vital role in your life, I better make you feel secure. I better make you feel appreciated. And I get that. Those are my roles. But if you are insecure as a man on like, oh, I don't have as much money as the other one, bitch, I don't care.
I don't think he was insecure. I think that he didn't know what was going on. And then the fact that she was with a man just for the money, probably.
But you're talking about insecurities, right? Like, my thing about this is, like, if she had been fulfilled and satisfied, she would have never searched for another dick.
But you just said that she was playing the money game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So at what point do you know that she's satisfied because she loves you? And at what point do you know that she's with you just for the fame and the money?
She wasn't. She was definitely for the fame and the money. She was trying to climb up the ladder.
Sometimes.
As a man,
yeah. Sometimes you don't know that, and that's where the problem lies. Men sometimes fall in love with the wrong bitch, and this is why it's important to know their past. Be like, okay, what was your behavior before me? Yeah. Are you with me just because I'm rich and famous? And then you're going to use me as a ladder to find somebody even more rich and famous? Because that's what she did. She broke that man's trust in future women. And that's something you cannot fix.
Because it's not for her to fix. It's for you to fix as an individual.
Yeah, but
your insecurities are your insecurities. And if your partner makes your insecurities even worse, that's not a partner.
Okay, and she was not a partner, but everything happened behind his back when he thought that she was his partner.
Yeah.
So why is his fault the fact that this bitch broke him?
It's true. Yep.
The bitch has a...
She had an agenda for sure.
She had an agenda. And that dude was legit in love. Like, you can tell early in the relationship, like the pictures when they get married, like Johnny Depp looked happy.
I think he was in love too. I think he was, for, outsider looking in or whatever, like it sucks. But, and you know what truly sucks? Trying to fall in love again.
That's what I'm saying. She broke his trust.
Let me ask you something. Do you believe that you can be in love with two people at the same time?
Yes. And that is
good
wrong.
In me. We will talk about that another day. I don't believe that. I think that's bullshit. I don't think you can be in love with two people at the same time.
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no way. No, your heart is meant. Your heart is meant to love one person, truly. And if you think that you're in love with two people,
choose the second one.
Choose the second one, and you're not really in love.
True that too. I just think it depends on the situation. I think, like you said, every situation is different.
But I don't think there's any situation in this world that can...
So you cannot be in love with two people at the same time, but you can play two people at the same time and not be guilty about it?
What? I said love. Yeah, I'm talking about real love connection.
Yeah. So being in love with two people in your mind is impossible, but you playing with two people, it's a possibility.
If I'm playing with you, I'm in love with you. Point blank, period. If I'm in love with you, I'm in love with you.
And so what if one person is in love and the other one is not?
Then one person is in love and the other one is not. I'm talking like you as an individual. I'm talking like every single body. Their heart can love two people. I don't think that that's possible. I think if you think that you're in love with two people, you are mistaken, you're confused, and you're a piece of shit. Because that's horrible. Because I don't think that two people can occupy love. I just don't think that. The way that I love my mom and the way that I love you, it's obviously very different. You're my brother. But the way that I fall in love, and I'm thinking like, okay, when I was in love, there was no space for anybody to even get a glimpse of the love that I had.
Yeah. I see what you mean. And I think that, you're right. I just think that people sometimes confuse love with lust.
1,000%.
And that's when it gets dangerous.
I think so too. So then you prove a point. You can be in love with people.
Yeah. I see what you mean. I see where you're coming from. I think you cannot get in love with two people. But,
I think
but like I said, two people. I mean, one person can confuse love with lust, and that's when shit happens.
I think so too. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Life is very complicated.
Love.
It's even more complicated than life.
Love hurts. Love is
Love is worse than death.
Hand in hand. It goes. I think they're holding hands, holding on tight. Nah. They're like, "Yo, let me hop on you." Like they're like, "Do not let go." I think it's really like that because like even like when you go through a breakup, it's like going through a death. It's
even worse
because that person's still alive.
Exactly.
And you have to see that person again. You're bound to run into that person. I ran into my ex and almost passed the fuck away. I passed away internally. Like I'll never forget it. I was shaking through my core. Like it was crazy. So I think the love and death really are like holding hands.
I don't know. I would like to have that debate because in my experience, I think love is worse than death.
I think love hurts more. I think death is final and definite, like it is what it is. Yeah. But love
is the pain that comes after death.
You have to live without love. You can't, like, if somebody's dead, they're dead. Like, it is what it is. But you have to mourn the love that you had when that love is not really your decision to mourn.
You have to mourn the future that you thought you had.
Yeah.
The life that you thought.
Not even just about the future. Like, I get you on the future, but I think you have to kill those feelings that you had. And I think that's truly the hardest part. Like, killing the feelings that I had, like, bro, what the fuck do you mean? Like, how do you even do that? Like, there's not, like, I can't cut them off, like, that would be nice.
Yeah. That is...
We're going off topic, y'all. We will talk about this in another one, because we will keep going.
It was nice talking to you, y'all.
We will keep going with this
R.I.P. to the Pope.
Man, fuck the Pope.
I want to talk about The Last of Us. It's a great series. If you haven't watched it, watch it. That's how I want to talk about it.
That's next episode.
We're going to be on episode 3 by the time this thing drops. It was a good talk, brother.
It was such a good one.
I don't know what the theme was, but the theme was theming.
The theme was siblings talk.
It's always sibling talk. This is the mood of the pod.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking to your sibling. Like, y'all don't talk to your siblings.
People hate their siblings.
People hate their siblings, and I'm like, I couldn't imagine hating my siblings.
That's such an American way of relationship.
United States. Stop playing with me. All right, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
All right, y'all. Wait, is it on?
You stupid animal.
No way. How long has it been on?
I don't know. You tell me. We're about to find out.
Oh my God. Bro, we were doing so well with the camera.
My brother, that's crazy. All right.
Hopefully y'all be able to hear me, y'all.
Yeah.
This shit was turned off. Stop playing with me.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up before I get mad.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a conversation. It's been
a good combo.
Yeah.
Had fun.
And like you said, talk to your siblings. Many of you don't like it.
Y'all.
It's a very US way of dealing with family, I guess.
The most important relationship you're ever going to have in your life is with your sibling. They're the only ones that are going to see everything.
And your parents.
But your sibling's going to see everything.
It depends on how your relationship is. I feel like for some people, maybe their parents, or for some people, maybe their siblings. It depends.
But the sibling's going to get you on another level. Y'all came out of the same vagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a vagine bond. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
All right, y'all. We will see you next time on the episode of Cheers.
You. Like, subscribe. Let us know what you think about all these shenanigans.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Yeah. Maybe you have a different perspective from us. Very interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's a very man-woman perspective, which is
the point.
Which is the point why we created this shit.
Yeah, and we're very different people. Yes. Obviously, as you guys can tell, we're very different people. But
we're still within the same realm.
We will see you guys
on the next one.
On the next one.
Peace, brother. Peace, everybody.